What's going on out there, people? You are watching Budz Live, powered by Mog TV. Welcome back. We are at episode number 12. Just think, we've been doing this thing for a couple years now. We at episode 12. So that could be a milestone, but that could be, I don't know. We either slacking or we doing something. So today, I'm one half of the crew. You know, you already know who I am. J Marine, aka Bud 1. And today in the Bud number 2 slot, bring my partner in crime, Slade Wilson. What's poppin', Slade?
What's poppin'? How y'all doing out there today, America?
But yeah. So yeah, today is show number 12, Bud. Show 12. So last week we missed a week. It was the NBA playoffs. I didn't even reach out because I already knew. I'm like, yeah, the game is on at 8:30. It ain't happening. So that's what, my apologies if I didn't reach out last week, but I already knew what the deal was. I already knew. Can you hear me okay, Bud?
Absolutely. All
right. Well, I got 2 watchers in the building, one on Mog TV and one on the regular channel. So yeah, if you're watching on the main channel and you haven't subscribed to Mog TV, the second channel, please do that when you get the opportunity. After, of course, you hit the like as you walk in the room. And if you're watching it on the Mog TV channel already, thank you for subscribing over there. Eventually, I'm going to figure it out where I'm just going to put it on one of the channels so I'm not splitting up my audience. But it is what it is. So, yeah, last week, the game was going on. So, I think that'll be the perfect intro for the first topic. So I will cue that up. NBA playoffs, actually. Heat versus Nuggets. Let me change that shit because this is not the playoffs anymore.
Finals. Countdown.
It is the NBA Finals. So what you think so far, Bud, about what you watching in these finals?
I think it's a strong effort by the Nuggets, because they're just the strongest, biggest team with the biggest talent in the NBA playing right now. Joker, biggest and the most talent. And then you couple that with a whole bunch of long fellas on the wing like Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. It's tough going against a couple 6'10" forwards. When your forwards, they don't quite stack up with the size and height, and you don't have a big man like that. Bam Adebayo doing all he can do. He's doing a great job.
He is doing great, man. I think he's playing his ass off. I'm looking at, like he's playing on a high level as he needs to be. But I really think he, to me, is, except for last game, he was kind of missing some of the shots that he usually hits. But for game 3 last. So yeah, so game 1 and 2, yeah, he was the most consistent between them all, in my opinion. Doing his job.
I'll buy that. They and the Heat, as far as the Heat go, people call them overachievers and stuff like that. I don't call them overachievers. They are the best basketball team in the NBA. They just don't have the best talent. You know what I mean? How else could you switch? They ran through the gauntlet in the East, no problem.
Yeah.
And now they're just fighting a team just as good as them, but with more talent.
Yeah, more talent. They definitely playing with more heart, in my opinion.
I personally don't call it just being more heart. It's Rocky's a great movie, but Rocky never would have beat Ivan Drago.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but he has his heart. But I say heart because they're down to a couple players, and they are being fueled by the sheer will and determination to win. You know what I mean? If it was the first round against the Milwaukee, and then they went through, just look at how they slayed the Celtics, New York, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, they just got that we ain't gonna lose attitude, and I think that's propelling them,
yes,
where the talent is lacking. They're stepping up with determination.
That's what's making them be in this finals. That's why they're going to win at least one more game, at least one more. And listen, them winning this series is not like the realm of possibility. I know people think it's an impossibility, but it's not. I truly think they're the better team. They don't have the better talent. I'm not saying it's a better coach. It's just a better team. These guys play together. They play together. They play together. They know what they can do. Their defense is better for sure. They're not as tall as them guys, but I think they get more block shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just from 1 to 5, the individuals, they all know how to play defense good. But you're ice skating uphill when you're going against that Joker and then a healthy Jamal Murray and all them sidekicks they got, including KCP, Pink Gordon, and that Michael Porter Jr. And then you take these 2 characters off the bench. You know, that Chris Brown kid, the little fearless white guy. You know what I'm talking about. He'll dunk on you, steal the ball from you. He don't show no respect. He's out there to play. You know what I mean? That's how you're supposed to do it. And then what's the other one comes off the bench? You know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the
number 11. I can't think of his name.
I don't see enough of their games during the regular season. That's why I think they kind of surprising a lot of us who didn't. I mean, I'm sure you watched some of them late games, but you know, just not seeing as much. It kind of just, I didn't realize, you know what I mean, how nice they were. You know what I mean?
Totally, it's totally not a surprise. I didn't think they would be here, but I mean, I thought the Lakers were going to get it done somehow because they made it in. You know, it's like the Heat made it in. I thought it was going to be something like the Bucks versus the Lakers before the playoffs started. You know, I originally thought the Clippers would do it, but after Kawhi got hurt, that was a no-go. But but yeah, there is that size that's a hell of a thing to go. I mean, when you got 7-footers and 6'10" guys, you know, you come into the paint and all they got to do is this, put 2 hands up. Really, I mean, that's hard to score on that defense. You know what I mean? Joker don't got to block no shots. No. Doing this, what are you gonna do? He's 7'2". You know, you can't shoot over him in the block if he's doing this.
No,
it's just that size is a lot to deal with.
But you believe that Miami will win one more game despite all these adversities?
Absolutely.
Still? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They got too much heart.
Is it going to be the next game here in Denver, or is it going to be when they come back to Miami? Do they got enough to go to Denver and steal another one?
Absolutely. I think this will be the game they win. Home court advantage, you know, is overrated in a lot of arenas. A lot of them, not all of them. Some places it's impossible to play in that arena.
Yeah, I think, but Miami. I mean, I'm sorry, correction. In Denver, I think that home court advantage, you know, just with the altitude and the diversity of fans as well. You know, you hear shit about Denver. It's just like, it's different. It's different out there.
Yeah, it's a different cast of characters that way.
Yeah, but I think the Nuggets are the truth. I think that I do also think Miami will get another game. I believe that if they're not playing like shooting lights out, they're not going to get another game. They got to shoot high 30s, mid 40s in the 3-point department in order to translate to another win. I think. I like that Spoelstra is they're not doubling on Joker much, and they pop zone at times, so they forcing the ball to get concentrated to the middle, so that shot attempt ends up being a 2-point opportunity instead of like letting Joker penetrate, double on him, kick out to the shooter that was killing the Lakers, and you know what I mean. So I think that the way to beat them, like we've talked before, is to let the Joker do what he do and stop the accessories. But on the flip side, you got to be shooting just as good and or better than them, and they haven't been last game at all. You know,
that's part of it. Then the other part is you got to keep them from getting 20 rebounds.
That too, yeah.
Because those were not all defensive rebounds. You know, if a guy gets 20 defensive rebounds, that means possessions and he starts a hell of a fast break on them defensive ones too. So yeah, you can't discount the defensive rebounds either, because he just takes off. He's a point guard. You know, he sets it off quick. For a big fella, he gets it moving real fast. You know, so like I said, man, that size.
Go ahead.
That size is a hell of a thing to be going up against, man. You know, a 7-footer that can dribble. You can't. you really can't. You can't full court press him. Bam really can't do that. You know what I mean? He'll get past Bam and make something even worse happen.
I think too, his game is unique to him. He's got his own style, but it's like sloppy. Let me trying to think. He'd be dominating, but it's I'm trying to think of another word with an S. But it's just like I'm gonna try to see the video where these dudes that be doing like memes on. He just be coming down like do, just toss it any kind of way, and that shit just fall in the basket.
Let me tell you what you see. You're seeing an uncoordinated guy with coordination.
Uncoordinated coordination. I like that.
I'm just saying he looks uncoordinated, but he knows his body. He's a guy like Shaq. You know what I mean? He's a 7-footer like Shaq. Like there were 7-footers like Dikembe Mutombo. You know, they can't do that stuff because they're uncoordinated. They can't coordinate their uncoordination. So they can't get their hands together to dribble the ball behind their back and do that stuff. If they take 3 dribbles with their left hand, they'll probably lose it. Dwight Howard, Dikembe Mutombo, you know, then you got guys like Joker, you know, Shaq. I mean, people can have all the knocks on Shaq they want, but the one thing that big fella could do besides dunk on you was dribble the ball.
Yeah.
He really for a big fella.
I was talking to my dad about it, you know, just, you know, how good the Joker is, but I'm like, well, when I'm watching him dominate, execute, you know what I mean, just facilitate, do all of that. But I'm like, when I think in my head, like he just ain't like when I use the word dominate, he is dominating statistically, but I'm like, when you see him in the game, it's like he's doing a little bit of everything, but he ain't like when I think of domination, I think of Shaq. So I'm like, well, if you had Shaq versus him, who gonna win in that? And my dad like, shit, Joker gonna tear his ass up, blah blah. And I'm like, you kind of right, but because Joker don't be dunking on nobody, the Joker don't be, you know what I mean, clearing out, get out of here, you know what I mean. He just
doesn't have to. This is okay. What do okay? I can't put Wilt into this because I never really seen him play, but he did a lot too. So I'm assuming Wilt could dribble. I'm gonna assume him. See, this is the thing about it. The guys with the most triple doubles in the league all have handles. They can dribble the ball. So this is the deciding factor in why he is going to probably end up being the greatest big man ever, because he can dribble the ball. The most dominant players can dribble the ball. They can handle the ball. They can initiate the offense themselves. This is LeBron James. This is Magic Johnson. This is Michael Jordan. This is Kobe Bryant. These are all guys who can initiate the offense. A couple of names I mentioned were point guards. Magic Johnson, you know, maybe one of them. Okay, Magic Johnson. You can maybe throw LeBron in. But the rest of them, they don't look for a point guard when they get the rebound. They start themselves because they can dribble.
Okay, yeah.
And their size makes it so hard on the rest of the defenders against them. And now you got the 7-footer. Now you got the 7-footer who can see the court from under their basket to under his basket. He's got a wide open vision, and he can dribble. So he can slow it down. He can speed it up. You're not gonna take the ball from him. You're just in trouble. So just you know,
and he can shoot the 3. You know what I mean? So nicely.
I mean,
he got like he's the Paul Gasol type 3. Yeah.
I mean, fading away off the left foot, Dirk 3 in your eye.
He got the Dirk package. He got the Gasol outside package. He got I don't know where his hands came from. He got the butter passes.
Listen, he's what we never got to see Arvydas Sabonis do because he was so old when he got to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
This is a true European star, a true 7-foot European star. Everything Darko was supposed to be, everything that Arvydas was in his youth.
Everything Darko definitely was not. But okay, so where do you put him on the Mount Rushmore of? Does he make it to the Mount Rushmore of centers?
Ooh.
Or
okay, who's on there? Right? Kareem, Shaq, Wilt, and who? Bill.
Okay. All right. Well, let me rephrase it because he don't make it on that. But where do you rank him? He's in the top 10, the top 20? Who is he better? Who's better than him? Put it like that. Who's better than the Joker?
Okay, so you're saying in their primes in a matchup, who could outduel him?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Who are you picking up as your center before you picking up the Joker? Then you know what I'm saying. Where do you rank him, or who do you rank better than him? You know what I'm saying.
I definitely take Wilt before him.
Okay.
After Wilt, it's a toss up. I might take Kareem, but after that, I don't know. I don't think I'm taking Shaq over him. I know I'm not taking Bill Russell. No offense to Bill Russell, all-time great, rest in peace. But his size puts him outside of my category. You know what I mean? He never was 7 foot. He's a big guy, but he just never was 7 foot, and that just means so much. I know his heart swept away a lot of that, but.
All right, so
after
who are your people you said so far? Yeah, Wilt and Kareem. That's your only two?
That's all I got. That's the only rebuttal I got is Wilt and Kareem. Who you got?
Over the Joker. Damn. Obviously, I'll take those two you got already. You know, Wilt and Kareem. I'm putting Bill Russell out there just because I think if they matched up, Bill Russell will have some defense for him because Bill could move and he was super agile for his size. You know what I mean? You see old shit of Bill Russell on the track, Kareem, all that. You know what I mean? Same thing.
Yeah. I was about to say on second thought, yeah, Bill Russell, you know, in a head-up matchup, Bill Russell will be taking the ball from him a lot. Because I don't really care how good you can dribble. When we play these matchups, you have to use the defense of the defensive rules from the older generation.
Okay.
You know, so that the defense they played is gonna have to be allowed Joker. That's what they know.
Marcus says Shaq and Hakeem. I was gonna say Hakeem Olajuwon. I think he could get with the Joker. You know what I mean? I can see him because he got good footwork. You know what I mean? These is big, agile dudes that, you know what I mean? They was agile before they was big, it seemed like. You know what I mean? So, where Shaq wasn't.
Just, you know, these what ifs really, we can't ever match these guys up in their prime. So, I guess.
But one day, they'll be able to grab a hair follicle out of an old, you know what I'm saying, gym bag and, wow, we going to put them in the test tube and we going to. Or the AI. And the AI can study the game so much and the tendencies and give you a good, you know, the analytics about.
Listen. I can't fuck with the AI because AI back in the day had Rocky Marciano beating Muhammad Ali, and everybody in history of boxing knows that shit couldn't have happened. Whatever.
Let me see here. All right, you brought up boxing. Let me see if I had any more. Oh no, we're not done basketball talking. All right, so. Just a little recap while we're sitting there. Only about 3 or 4, like less than a handful are better than the Joker. Miami will win one more game. Slade thinks it's the next game. I think for sure the next game Miami will. Hopefully both of them. I would love to see them tied up series up.
I'd like to see Miami go ahead and win this.
Yeah, I definitely. I want to see. I like that story. I mean, I'm liking the Joker, and it's gonna be the first time Denver ever won a championship and all that, but like shit. I like the whole white hot heat and fucking Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy, you know what I mean? Stepping up, that's gonna be great for his legacy. So I mean it already is, but that's another thing too. The last couple games, it's like, damn, bro, what happened? Like, did y'all waste all y'all mojo, all y'all, you know, your motherfucking the XP points against the Celtics, you know what I mean? Because they were shooting so great against the Celtics on the road, and it's like, yo, I'm watching them miss some nice shots that they're getting, you know, good clean screen, wide open look. And I'm like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just not happening for them.
Let's remember about a play-in team versus a number 1 seed.
Yeah.
So the amount of basketball these boys have had to play has exceeded it. Plus, you know, they didn't sweep nobody.
Yeah.
And, you know, Denver was making handy work in their series. So they've had a lot more rest. This has some things to do with it.
I agree. See a comment. Marcus says, so if Embiid wins the championship next year, will he be in the conversation?
No, because he's not going to win next year because he can't stay healthy.
I think the worst thing that happened to Embiid this year was that he got that MVP. I think that distracted away from, once they started talking about that heavy, when it was him and the Joker, and it didn't phase the Joker. He was like, shit, if he dies, he dies. He didn't care about the fucking,
right.
You know what I mean? That because he knew he was better anyway. I think that's what that.
And do you know, like usually stars in like basketball teams and head coaches kind of have the same like mindset and philosophy, So, I mean, I hate to keep on. I mean, if you know me, I'm on Doc Rivers. Okay, I'm always on him. I don't think he's a good coach. Do not think he's a good coach. And I think I think Embiid might have already had a championship. He might be playing for one right now if he had a different coach. If he had a coach that knew how to make adjustments and not wait for players to make adjustments. If he had a coach who kind of imposed his will on the players instead of, one who just sit back and just roll with whatever the players
saying coach.
Like
You said too much of a players coach in Doc Rivers?
Yes, too much of a players coach, sure. That's exactly what and what Joel Embiid needs is a coach like Mike Brown who you going to do what I say. Like people don't really believe that's Mike Brown, but that's him. You know what I mean? Because you think that because of what he did early with LeBron in his career, but that's all they had. That was like Michael Jordan before he got Scottie Pippen. What the hell else you gonna do except for tell this man to go out there and do everything he can do?
Yeah.
But Mike Brown is a really good coach, and he got his own opinion about stuff. He ain't just gonna sit back and let the players do what they want to do.
You mentioned the Scottie Pippen. What you think about his comments that made this being viral about Michael Jordan really wasn't that good of a player, and when he got to the team, Michael, saying was it selfish, et cetera, et cetera. You agree?
What do I think about that? That's called sour grapes, dog.
Sour grapes.
Yeah, dog. It's just called sour grapes because anybody who knows anything knows better than that stupid shit. I mean, you can just ask Bobby Knight. What did Bobby Knight tell you dumb motherfuckers before the draft in Portland? He told them, if you need a guard, draft Michael Jordan. If you need a center, draft Michael Jordan and play him at center. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So that's the dumbest shit anybody's ever said. And Scottie Pippen, that's real sour grapes. You just should have just shut the fuck up and not be talking right now because you sound really stupid.
All right. Moving right along. The CP3 sweepstakes. What you think about the CP3 situation?
They didn't even cut CP3. What situation
I
is
that? I know, but you see how it's being leaked and will he get waived and where he gonna go and they're gonna give him free agency and you know how before the storm comes the thunder. So you're hearing all that. So let's assume he does get waived.
I tell you what, it would be in
him land, et cetera, et cetera.
Hey, well, I tell you what, that would be in the Suns' best interest, I think, personally, to waive him. Because, I mean, history got a way of repeating itself, and CP3 just ain't a playoff player. You know what I'm saying? When it comes tournament time, he ain't there.
Yeah,
in one capacity. Usually because of injuries. I don't know. The luck of the draw means he ain't going to be there. So, I'd probably have to part ways if I was the Suns with him. They got rid of their coach, but they should have got rid of CP3. And as far as him going to go play with LeBron or somebody, I mean, he's not going to help anybody win a championship.
Why not? His veteran leadership, experience.
Because he's not going to come off the bench.
Maybe he will be. He's going to have to shift that gear mentally where he knows that in order for me to try to accomplish the goal of winning the ring, I'm going to have to adapt my role and I might have to come off the bench. You know what I mean? Like they want all the great old school Budz like him to do.
Well, in that capacity, then yes, he can help somebody win a championship. But as far as starter, that's not going to get her done. Way past his prime. I think he's about 38 years old.
Mm-hmm.
2 years off of 40. All sports are for young men. 38 is not
in the comment.
Huh?
Marcus, no, I didn't mean. I'm just reading the comments. It said Nick Nurse will take Philly over the top, maybe not next year, because I believe
Yeah.
Denver will repeat, but Embiid will be a champion in the next 3 years.
Okay, I can buy it because Nick Nurse is a hell of a coach. I can buy that.
And he thinks that CP3 will land at the Lakers or the Clippers.
He ain't gonna help either one of them unless he comes off the bench.
But he already been in the Clippers, though. I mean, I guess you got a new coach, but
yeah, I mean, listen.
He makes a point.
Yeah, he should, because that's that. Listen, Marcus, that's exactly my point right there. If that boy would, it's hard for veterans like him to eat their pride and stuff, but they think it hurts them or something. But coming off the bench would, man, any team would kill to have him coming off the bench. You could make a serious run for a championship that way. I mean, a real serious one.
But him being a free agent now, let's say potentially, we're talking hypothetically, how much would he demand? Do you think? Like, what is the ticket?
The price on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about these deals. I believe it's gonna come down to him wanting a ring or him caring about money. I mean, he's been rich for over a decade now, wealthy even. But some guys ain't going for it. If he can do the Tom Brady, Karl Malone best and go play for that veteran minimum, I mean, that means you can stack your team in other places. I mean, a lot of guys don't think that way. It's always been my biggest bone to pick with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. You always talking about helping Green Bay, but you want these top salaries, and you've been rich for a long time. Give some of that money back like Tom Brady did. People understand. Well, a lot of people do. They understand Tom Brady has all them rings because he didn't ask for a lot of money.
Yeah.
He got paid, and he started giving money back. He won a championship.
Marcus says CP3 definitely could help New Orleans and Miami as a starter. I think it'd be Miami over New Orleans because he's already been there. I don't know. He want to win, so it's going to be somebody that's already like in a position to make a good run. I think if he ever will come off the bench for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think he want to start nowhere that's ain't gonna.
I think that Pat Riley and the Miami Heat and Eric Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler do not want CP3 anywhere near that team. that would not be a good fit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he lands. Because it's like, what about the Celtics? I'm like, yeah, but I don't really. I like what we got. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I want him to win a ring, but I just don't know where. Go to the Pistons.
Listen, every superstar ain't destined to get a ring. Ask Charles Barkley. Ask Karl Malone. You know what I mean? You can ask a host of characters.
There's a host of people. Yeah.
So Patrick Ewing. Listen, all the guys I just named, they got to the promised land. They just couldn't get to the top of the mountain.
Yeah. I don't know. Shout out to Chris Paul. Hope he watches this. We want you to win, but I just don't know where. I don't know where, but.
Well, it ain't Miami as no starter for sure. They already got an old guy coming off the bench. I mean, yeah, CP3 is better than Kyle Lowry. I'll give y'all that. So if they had him coming off the bench right now instead of Lowry, I think it'd be a different situation. I don't think you want him there starting over Strus or none of the characters they got right now.
No, yeah, definitely. If he's playing for Miami, he's playing the same role as Kyle Lowry for sure. Same age, similar. Like if you play the game and you look at their overall rating, they're going to be probably about the same. You know what I mean? Now in their career, it's going to get him like a 79 or an 81 or something with some key stats that make him. You know what I mean? But
really, the thing that's hurting the Miami Heat in this series is just their lack of size at the 4 and the 3. Because Adebayo's doing just fine. He's doing just as good as any 7-footer against the Joker. Kevin Love is old, so he ain't the answer.
Yeah, not defensively, no, but he played good last game too, for sure.
And then Caleb Martin, he comes in there. He's a real good scorer and everything like that, but I mean, Aaron Gordon is he's a nice sized boy. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, he can hold a center himself. And then you got Michael Porter Jr. You know, he that boy don't even know how big he is, but he's big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out there shooting threes, you need to be coming there two-hand dunking on people. I mean, he does that he tries it every now and again, but you know, everybody ain't Dr. J.
You think if how the Celtics would have matched up against Denver, you think they'd be in the same predicament as Miami right now?
No. They
or it'd be over, it'd be 0-3, or you think
there's no listen, there's no in that series, then there's no size mismatch, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
there ain't no size mismatch in that series. We wouldn't have been seeing, you know, the Heat are just losing because they're smaller. That's it. I can't sum it up no better. They're playing hard, they ain't hitting their shots and stuff because they're smaller. These guys, they're you know, they're getting boxed out and out rebounded and all kind of stuff. They're just too small.
I disagree with that. Miami has Kyle Lowry. You can't tell me CP3 isn't an upgrade to Kyle Lowry.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah. He's definitely an upgrade. I said, yeah, that'd be better than Kyle Lowry if he would come off.
No, I said he had to be playing the same role as Kyle Lowry, coming off the bench, running the second unit. So I do think it would be an upgrade.
He definitely would be an upgrade.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can see that happening if they can make the money right, and
it's still
he's not the piece that they need to bring them over the top to defend against Denver or whoever else, because Denver's going to be around for a minute, looking at how they play. And the Joker don't even play a game that he gonna get injured. Like he don't play no, you know what I'm saying? I don't see him getting like that being a problem. I mean, who knows? You know, you could twist the ankle at any time, but you just look at his style of play. And it's like, yo, dude he's not like, his RPMs are not fucking maxing out to get what y'all seeing from him right now. So he's going to be around for a minute. You know,
right. I just think the Miami, I just think the Miami Heat problem has been and still is they're small. I love Bam Adebayo, but when you have a starting center that's as small as he is, I mean, you know, that's tough to stop the Embiids. That's tough to stop the Jokers. That's tough to stop the Vujicic, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who's a true 7-footer, it's hard to stop them. He does a good job. They play real good team defense, but you know, it's just hard.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
Unless you Bill Russell, I mean, it usually don't work out that good. I mean, Ben Wallace, they scored some good years out of Ben Wallace in his prime, but you know, once that athleticism leaves them little fellas, it ain't quite the same no more.
And really to beat them, you just it's gonna be an offensive. Like you know, you don't have nothing to nullify what the Joker brings. And as a coach, you probably your only viable option is to just try to out offense them. I mean, you're gonna hold the defense you're gonna hold, but like you just, you know. Obviously, the game is the goal is to score more points than the other team. No shit, but like you got to Mike D'Antoni them. You know what I mean? You just gonna have to just outshoot them, out everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a wrap. I think it's overall like Miami. Like I said, they don't have two excellent games where they're shooting above 40% from the three, and
they have to.
Jimmy Butler's hitting. And Bam hitting his 12-foot shots. They
play really good. They play really good. Like I said, you're right about a lot of things. The one thing they have to do for real though is what your boy Michigan State preached. You know what I'm saying? With Krzyzewski preached. You know, you can win with anybody. You got to do the basic fundamentals. So, you got to outscore them. The name of the game is scoring more, but what that goes with is playing good defense and rebounding. You know, I mean, I don't know the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that they probably been out rebounded every game.
Yeah, I mean, especially the offensive rebounds. That's what's killing them as well. When they, you know, stopping a good shot and they get the second opportunity.
When you only you're only getting one. Yes, when you only get one shot and they're getting 2 to 3 shots on their possessions, I mean, shit, you can't win. That's definitely a recipe for not winning.
Let me see here. Move it down. We can switching gears here. Let's move to boxing. Did you watch any boxing this weekend?
Absolutely.
All right. Did you watch any boxing on Friday?
I did not.
Do you know who fought on Friday? Okay.
Was that Adrian the Problem, bro?
Adrian the Problem Broner.
Oh boy, the Problem Child. Listen,
Problem
I did not watch it, but I read about it and I seen a couple highlights, and it's good to see Adrian back in form. The one thing about Adrian is he just can't shut up for long enough to get out of the way of his own self. You know what I mean? But I'm glad he got in the ring and got to business on Friday.
Do you think, like I said, is he still a contender?
Absolutely, he is. He was always a contender. He's always had the skill to be the champ. He just, a little bit too much self-belief. I don't like to compare cross sports, but he kind of like Carson Wentz, you know what I mean? Believes in himself a little too much. So when you do stuff like that, you hold the ball too long, you're Carson. And if you're Broner, you don't throw enough punches because you think you're winning rounds that you're not winning, but you're not active enough. And that was Broner's problem when he was losing them fights. He just, yes, you can dodge a lot of punches and you can eat a few here and there, but you have to put offense out also. And that's he went to some lulls in them fights he was losing.
Yeah, I think the same thing. He never get the proper punch output, in my opinion.
Oh. And I never really seen nobody ever have him in trouble, truly. You know what I mean? Like rock him and hurt him where he couldn't keep fighting. So that's the one thing I never understood about him is why are you not throwing punches back? Yes, you got good defense, but you're not putting out enough offense to win this round. And he always thought he was, and I just knew better.
Yeah, he fought on Friday, so yeah, that was the thing too. So now he, his new promoter is.
Oh, is it Donnie?
Mm-hmm.
Donnie King, only in America.
Only in America. So yeah, but he's still, he calling out everybody. I'm gonna see. I got his
absolutely.
Post.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to call everybody out right now because he's getting a little long in the tooth for fighting, young fellas too. So yeah, he needs to call him out while he's still at the almost top of his game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely. He's not.
Hopefully he's become a more intellectual fighter and actually realize what's going on in the ring instead of listening to his own self worrying about his waves and shit like that and getting his hair brushed before the fight.
Yeah, let me see his post-fight interview.
Being out of the ring for 2 years, was it everything you wanted and needed?
You back it up.
Hilarious, I heard it.
Impressive performance, especially after being out of the ring for 2 years. Was it everything you wanted and needed?
It wasn't everything it was everything I wanted, but it wasn't everything I needed. Right now I need some pussy.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Okay. All right, before we get to that, who do you want next in the ring?
TMI.
Hey man, listen, man. This is my first time on Don King pay-per-view, so I got to give it to y'all. Anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans. No disrespect to no law firm out there, but attorney just got it. Anybody can get it.
Is there nobody special that you like that you're asking for or looking for? Anyone with the title?
Anybody with the title. I see what's his name? Romelo?
Retardo.
Rolly. Oh, Rolly. Shit. I like the winner of Teofimo and Josh Taylor and whoever else got the belt. I want all the belts. I don't just want a Louis belt, a Gucci belt. I want the WBA belt and WBO belt, WBC belt and IBF belt too.
Don, what do you have in mind for our young man, Adrian Broner? What do you have in mind? What's next for him?
Well, right now, there's this guy named Oscar De La Hoya. He sent out a waiver and he wants to meet with us. We're going to talk about it.
Nah, let him know. If he want to come over here, we got a fishnet point.
Okay, we got whatever he said.
Oh, man.
That's whatever he said, because we're the problem here, man. And Oscar, you heard what he said. You know what I mean?
Come over here, get that fish net, and I'm gonna kick whoever ass you put in the ring with me.
All righty, did you hear that, Oscar, baby? You know, we're gonna take care of business.
Did
We're
you
not
hear that,
gonna be
Oscar,
fooling around,
baby?
and we got the WBC gonna give us a title fight. So we're gonna be able to get that title, then defend that title, and then unify the world because he can do it. This man's a 4-time world champion before, and now the best is yet to come. That's why it's a return to glory.
That's right. I want the WBC. I love the WBC. It's green, baby. That stands for World Bronze Championship.
All right, Adrian, congratulations on a terrific fight. Good luck for the future, my friend.
Let's do it.
Shout out to whoever's channel that was that got that off of. Hope they don't get flagged. Last week, episode 11 got took down because I used the highlights from the Lomachenko fight, which was a pay-per-view type thing. And I was gonna try to like edit around it or whatever, but it was like at first I was gonna dispute it, but I was like, no, that's a pay-per-view shit. So it wasn't even supposed to be on the internet from whoever had it before. So I never did. So I couldn't watch the playback for number 11 because of that. But anyway, Adrian Broner, yeah. So I think he's got a chance. I do want to see him fight one of the top dudes in the weight. You know, I don't think he gets the title fight his next fight, but he gets somebody that is a contender up there. I would love to see him and Rolly fight because I think that'll be the greatest like build up ever because they'd be talking just the wildest shit, you know. And I think it'd be a great fight.
Would not be a great fight. I
No?
think Broner would. I think Broner fighting the way he did right there would destroy that boy.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like that too. But who do you like at 140? Okay, I guess first let's go on to the next fight. Who else did you watch fight this weekend?
Man, Emo, my little Puerto Rican boy. Yeah.
All right. So let me see. Why isn't that?
It was just a good old beat up session. He just beat him up. He did what Shakur Stevenson does to all his opponents and victims, I should call. He just beat that boy up. He started out good. Taylor came out like he was, like he was game. But then Teofimo just a little bit faster, a little bit harder. Started punching him in his face a lot. He ain't like it.
No, he definitely didn't like it. I would totally agree. I mean, and he was, I think, was he the underdog when it came before? Like, was the betting line on him as the underdog right before the fight? Because he was in the beginning.
No, he definitely was underdog, just like he was against Lomachenko. But what he did, the same thing. He just outboxed him because he is faster than these old dudes. You know what I'm saying? And he forgot it one time. No, he didn't. He really didn't forget it. Kambosos was faster than him, is what the problem was. Kambosos was nickel slick and fast, and he got Teofimo that night. Teofimo learned something that night.
I think that but he damn near beat Josh Taylor like every round, in my opinion.
He beat him up. He was hurting him back.
It didn't even look nothing like. I don't know. Josh Taylor didn't have a chance, and Tio was in his bag. You know what I mean? He was hitting the R3 button, doing the little moves. You know what I mean? Lunge punching or Superman punching and shit. I said, look at this dude.
Yes. What he did was he went back to what every boxer should go to, whether you're knocking people out or not. Box. Don't go in there thinking you can knock somebody out. And that's what he did. Even when he had him in trouble, you see, he wobbled him quite a few times in that fight, but he never went crazy. That was the problem against Kambosos. Kambosos was a little bit faster than him, so he sat there just stalking him, thinking he's gonna knock him out with one punch instead of trying to box. He just didn't box. All he had to do was box that dude and hit him a couple of times. And it would change the tide of this fight. That fight just like it did this one, because Josh Taylor came out. He caught Teofimo with some good shots in the first 2 rounds.
He did have a couple good rounds, but I stood up. I was like, Tio was mopping him. And
that's my whole point. When everybody's all fresh and full of adrenaline when the fight starts, you're a great fighter if you can dispatch somebody in the first round. You know what I mean? Second round. Like I'm saying, that's when all that adrenaline and shit is all in there. Come back to reality after, a couple 3-minute rounds with them 10 ounces on your hand.
Yeah. So you see the question in ticker. Who's the best at 140 then, in your opinion? Because that's like that was for all the belts. You see at the end of the fight, they want to get T.O. the other belt, the little. I don't
Who's
know
the best?
what belt it was.
Is the guy we just get all them belts. He is.
T.O.?
Absolutely.
Okay. You see at did you watch the post fight
Just want you to
interview when he said he's gonna retire?
Yeah, I mean he's a mental situation, and all he's doing is go ahead and keeping himself in the papers. That's not a bad ploy to stay relevant. You know what I mean? Go ahead and get you crazy, but you still winning fights. You know what I'm saying? You still having to get business in the ring.
Because I was like, yeah, I'm about to go to court. I got to go to my, it's custody shit. I was like, bro, they was in the earpiece like cut. Because he was like, one more thing, and they was like, no, we got to talk to Josh Taylor.
Yeah, they threw him a shit out there on ESPN. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, bro, you just went way off the script. We got to go to Josh Taylor now.
Yourself, dog. You keep it relevant that way. Absolutely. That's how you do it.
Yeah. All right. So looking at the top people at 140, let's see here. Because I asked because you see that Ryan Garcia said he was moving up to 140. Devin Haney, then he said he was moving up to 140. Isn't that where they're all about to be? It's going to be a crowded house at the 140.
It sounds crowded.
Okay, so you got T.O. That's your guy, right? You say he's the best to you at 140.
Well, the problem with them two guys you just mentioned is Devin Hayden. Yeah, you're a good boxer, but you can't hit hard enough. And if you just watch that fight on Saturday night, you see that Teofimo respected that dude for a little while, but that boy's got a hell of a chin. Devin Haney can't do nothing to his chin. And Ryan Garcia, you kind of frail.
All right, so you got.
If you get hit right, we just don't know if you can take shots anymore. You got sat down by Tank and you got crumbled to the body. I don't know if we can believe in you. I never seen nobody hurt Teofimo. All I see him do is eat shots from some pretty good hitters.
Jose Pedraza. All right, so in their top 5, T.O., Regis.
Regis is nice. Yeah. I think Teo got something for him too.
Jose Zapata, didn't he fight this weekend too, or no?
I don't know.
Ryan Garcia. Yeah. But I mean, I think Tank can still move up in that shit and mop that everybody in that if he moved up. Because he's 135, right? Or is he 130? He's
still in super light. He's a super lightweight. He ain't no reason for him to move up. He's a little short dude. He's just fine where he's at.
All right, so this is 140. So let's click 135.
And I'm pretty sure that's why none of them guys want to be in 135.
All right, so let's look at the 135. Yeah, any of these top, Shakur Stevenson, I think at 140, yeah, he definitely can whoop anybody in the 140 top 5. Shakur can.
No. Shakur just moved up to 135. He ain't going to 140.
Okay. All right. Javante, Devin, Loma, is still little. Cambroses. Yeah.
Yeah, what's gonna happen in this division, Shakur's gonna eat these guys up.
And then naturally grow and get up and go to 140 in a couple years.
He's not that big of a guy. This is gonna be his 3rd division already.
Yeah, I got you. So AB is in with Adrian Broner in the 140 then? That's what they fought at last night, I believe. Okay.
Correct.
All right, so at the 140, does AB take out all these guys here? Does AB take out T.O. or Regis?
No, he can't take out Teo.
It'd be some good. It would be a hell of a fight.
It would be a good fight. It probably would be the best fight in the division right now.
But if everything go good, right? Like if I'm me and you was the damn Al Heyman and fucking Don King or whatever, we sitting there creating some fights. Yeah, we can make the T.O. I mean not T.O. the Rolly and AB fight. You know, that'll be mad entertaining, and you know they'll sell it really good. And I would, if he got past that, you know what I mean, let them get one of them kind of titles, you know what I mean, after that. 'Cause this is what, how many belts is it out there? Like 6?
It's
Different belts?
it's about 4 that matter.
Because I think that'll be some good boxing. And then we already waiting for the Spence Crawford. So that's, you know what I mean, that's going to be something great. Another fight I think they need to make happen is I think the Tank and Devin Haney fight should happen.
Devin
Haney ain't ready, but I think that'll be a good one.
Listen, I would love to see that fight probably more than any other fight. So Devin Haney will be totally exposed in that fight. Okay, and that's the fight I would love to see, because everything that he thinks he is not going to work against the Tank. That will be now that might end up being worse than what happened to Ryan Garcia. It might end up being a rollie. Lights out. What did Bruno call him? Retardo?
Yeah, retardo.
Really, I'd like to see Retardo versus Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, my bad. I forgot about that one. I like that. I like that fight as well. That's another one that, you know, be good. A lot of shit talking beforehand. That'll make it good.
I think with a new trainer, Ryan Garcia is probably going to outbox him, but we'll see.
I like he in the crunk gym. I like that. So I think it's, you know, I think it's all good. All right, let me see here. Switching gears. All right. I want to get a Budz reaction to this sit here. So you say you didn't hear about the Paul Pierce?
No.
All right. So KG has the podcast, right? And Paul Pierce was his guest, and it was like watching like a live reaction to the game 3 of the finals. What was that game 4? That was game 3, right?
That Miami won?
No, so yeah. So this was game 4 that they just played, right? That was the second game Miami. I guess it really don't matter. So they had a live stream, and this is what happened. And shout out to Stefan Servanovich, whose channel is this is I clipped this video from. We're gonna add it to the stream and let you hear. And we're gonna live react to this. Let's pull us up in the bottom. Or on the side. Let's get on the side.
Now I need Miami to win. I got cheese up.
Now, before we get going, do you remember when Paul Pierce got fired from ESPN?
Yeah.
Or the circumstances, like when he went live and they was playing poker at his crib and he had the chicks and all that shit. So he was doing the most. So, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So this, you know, coming on I mean, that was a minute ago, but it's just funny that, you know, he's too much of the truth. So, all right, here we go. I'm tripping. Boom.
Need some more work. I don't even know if need some more work. Like, you want me to call some more work? No.
They say you want me to call some more workers. Now you're gonna see who the worker he was referring to.
Miami. Man, no, we're working. No, this ain't P after dark. It's like watching the game at the crib or something. You know what I'm saying? Just throw a wall in here. Turn. What's up? Wings and drink. Who like one of your fouls? They got to get the goddamn flopping out the league, man. I got a stomach. I got a wing in my tooth. Hey, how you doing? Camille, nice to meet you. They got a website that you can hire girlfriends for the day. Oh, man. And so I got a girlfriend.
You see
this dude over here.
He said, well, you can hire girlfriends for the day.
You been hiring girlfriends for the day. Man. Well, I went on the website and I'd hired a girlfriend. Look, Collins. There go Collins. Oh, look at D Wade at the game. Okay, D Wade. You start that website. This is a live stream, D. We're live. We're streaming. Whatever you're saying, they can hear you. No, Vincent ain't in the game. Oh, Vincent right there. P, number 2, taking the ball. Where? Got the ball, P. No, I'm talking about the other dude. Let me get a margarita, my boy. His nickname is Jeff Flurry. Stop. Can I get a margarita? Security, sir? What's your name tag, sir? Sir? Right, you got to remember we live stream. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here who's joining us on Showtime Basketball. We in KG Show. It's thick in here, baby. We're here watching the finals. Where are we at, though? What's this called? And we're in the KG Sports. He's Jeff Flurry. Again, we're live streaming. That was a few people. I'm changing my glass. What? If you called today. I think it's all good. We're doing. Let me post you up, you little motherfucker.
That boy is faded.
Live stream. We here, baby. Y'all know what it is, right? What I got on Troop in the building. Jeff Flurry. We're going to get parental guidance on live streams. Yeah, it's live. It's live. He's burnt, Lord. He's burnt.
He kissing the girlfriend for the day?
No, we're working. We're working. We're not popping. We're working. Where you show me the live stream? It's right here. Look. Show me the likes and the comments and all that. So this live right now. What y'all asking? Oh, this is it. Hey, this is crazy. I know, Lord. I know. I wish Duncan Robinson.
And your boy, something wrong with him, dude.
She said, I said, you don't know what's going on. She said, I mean, I like it. I don't never wear my ice for the TV, y'all, so check it out. I mean, we all, hey, baby, I know you got some ice. Chill. Hey, no, baby, hey, me. Check it out, baby. They talking close up. Boom, close up on that. That's, hit the light, hit that. Now we're going to pressure you. Yeah, here come that pressure. Yeah. Call some girls up, y'all. Let's call some work. Let's get it.
They went to commercial on that ass. It's like, yo, get the man. Yeah. But why didn't they remove him? That's what I'm saying. They stopped the broadcast like 2 different times. I mean,
there's something wrong with that kid, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all back with us. We back with it. You're in the playoffs with the Heat. You want to have certain matchups. And let's keep it 100. This is a good game, yo. This is a good game. Keep it 100. Keep it 98. No. Is you dumb or fucking stupid? If a nigga was getting killed over LeBron's and not Jordan's, so Pete, let me ask you something. Go. Then I have LeBron to go. Put a different look. Yeah. Okay. We heard his tongue, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put P-Pierce off the dark on OnlyFans. Monetize this. Man, damn. Hey, look. Can I light this? They don't allow smoke? Margarita? Oh, man.
I guess when he asked for that lighter, I was reading this little article. They said that somebody threw a lighter to him and it hit him in the face. So he didn't catch it or some shit. So he gonna make a comment.
I just smoking in here. He don't know either. He said, I don't know. No, it's no smoking in here. He said, I don't know. They say we trying to sign truth. He said, I don't know, Lord. Give me a lighter. Yeah, mother. Yeah, nigga. Who you think you talking to?
Okay.
Hey, my boy, don't make me smack you. You already know we watching this game, though.
So it didn't hit him in the face.
Relax, man. Relax. I'm saying, though, who throw it at me? It came from here. Relax. All right, no. Watch the game, Lord. Get on the game. Can we talk to about a margarita, please? You good. I didn't know who it came from. 7662. It felt like it came from over here. Now, the heat is control, my boy. Hey, I can't even say this on the air.
Oh, Paul.
All the shit in the face, Lord. Like, what
fucking wreck.
I saw it. Oh my God. Bro, we live. We chill. We good. We good. I know. We good. It's over, baby. Oh, go ahead. Motherfuckers think I'm like some bitch. Motherfucker, like I'm going to give up. Keep talking about the 4 quarters and all this. So P After Dark, we're doing this on another platform because y'all don't want this content.
Oh man.
We're gonna have beautiful girls like this right here.
Oh,
Can I
man,
get
for
another
girlfriends for the day.
margarita? Yeah, they showed up. I thought Denver was, man. Come on, True. What's up? Yeah, these are fun games too. And you know what? These games, but these games bring something in it. Look, 10 o'clock, meet me there. Look, what happened? So chill. Hold on. Tell me later. Tell me later, P. Tell me later, P.
Tell me later,
Tell
P.
me later, P.
It's not.
Yeah, 3-time D Wade at the game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, remember last night we was with the with my girl.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember.
man.
Oh, he the oldest to play in the finals.
Again. I said, oh man, what's wrong with your mans?
Something wrong with this dude, man.
Yeah.
He was the truth on the basketball court. I sure would have had a dude hanging around me.
Yeah, that's wild. I saw that. I said, damn, Paul Pierce.
Real clown.
Yeah, they kept trying to go back there, you know. I don't know why they just didn't cut the feed, but I mean, it's got viral quality, so I'm sure somebody's getting paid off the shit. But it's like, damn, P, bugging B.
Big time. Something wrong with that kid.
Something wrong with that kid, definitely. All right, in the closing segment, the tell him why you mad. You got to tell him why you mad today, bro.
Well, I got to tell him why you mad. I think I do. It's got nothing to do with sports.
All right, tell him why you mad.
And I'm mad at all this rainbow stuff, man.
Oh.
All them letters about. Just mad at all, dog. I'm sick of Walt Disney World and Hollywood trying to push that on us like regular real Americans want to see all this stuff, man. We don't need all that. We don't need all the commercials. We don't need all the two dudes. Yeah. I don't need it.
Yeah, I feel you. What is that? I think definitely it's a target, it's an agenda, it's all of that, you know what I'm saying? It's an element and it's an ingredient in every type of new Disney shit for sure. By their own admission and purpose, it's everywhere you go, even if with the Target, you know what I'm saying? Like I forget where I was at too. I wasn't at Target. I was at Sam's Club. Same thing. You know what I mean? It was like kid stuff with the messages on it. And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Like it's definitely a strategic component to all of that. And I think that's just crazy. And yeah, man, I don't get it. I don't I mean with anything that you just making such a purposeful, acts just to be, pushing something, and that's just crazy how fast it's coming and what's it's going to. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it just makes me. I don't know what happened to the days of just two girls shacking up together or two dudes shacking up together, and people wondered if they were roommates or not. Now everybody want to go get their body parts mangled and tell their kids it's okay to mangle your body parts and act like you something that you can never be. Because little girl, you was never born with semen in your body, and little boy, you was never born with a over your eggs. So you can't, So once you mutilate your body, you have no purpose for the rest of us.
Yeah, I definitely think it's against nature, for sure. I'm not gonna go as far as to say it's a sickness or whatever, but it's definitely a level of confusion, and I just don't. You know what I mean? It's just so crazy that, you know what I mean? You can imagine a lot of stuff, in my day, like when you look at all through our lifetimes, when you got old people that used to always complain about the new generation and how things aren't back in my day or blah, blah, blah. But at least my back in my day statement is like back in my day, you were what the fuck that you was born as, you know what I mean? And if you had there was always some people who felt, acted, were different. But
they were fun, but that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but it wasn't like so pushed like, hey, you too can be like this, or like, you know what I'm saying? Where they're doing like the whole drag shows for the kids and having them come to schools and read books. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you pushing shit, like you pushing some shit on the young minds, like, and it's very obvious and blatant. Where before it was always the little slick shit, but now it's like, no, that's part of the watch Good Morning America, watch a lot of, you know, you'd be like, what the fuck? You got the youngest drag queen ever. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? You know, so it's like, what the fuck? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Look, they're telling me that, hey, don't say that. You know, they powerful. And that too, the power of, I'm just joking about the call, but the power of that too is like, you can get, you know, straight canceled. And, you know, just for, I was watching something for misgendering somebody. That's right. Like an offense, you know what I'm saying? Like that can be some thing. If you say, "No, my bad, I don't mean to miss."
Listen, I got one for all them out there. Y'all doing that is what I'm about to do right now. Guess what? I don't want to be black no more. I am now white.
Yeah, and
how about that?
I identify as a fox.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
A furry. You heard about a furry? You know what a furry is?
Yeah, I know that. I know they're letting these little kids think they're animals. I know about all that.
Yeah, to the point where you gotta
know about. Yes, I do.
They're buying litter boxes for schools. Real talk, to put in the bathroom so the kids can use the bathroom in the litter box. Like I don't. That shit boggles my mind so bad. I don't even know how to really react to it. You know what I'm saying?
So understand what I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. From now on, for the rest of my life, when I fill out forms and stuff, and all this other crap and whatnot, I'm going to put down I'm white. I'm no longer going to be black.
Why you want to be white, man? Why you want to be a different color? Why don't you be
okay, I'll be Asian. I'm going to be Asian. How about that? I'm going to be Asian.
That's funny you say that, because me being of biracial ethnicity or whatever you want to call it, like once I knew what they used, well, I don't actually never know what they use the stats for, but since I used to score high and shit like that, and I used to always put black, you know what I mean, for a lot of times. There were times that I would put both or I would put other, just because I always thought that was funny on tests. But I also knew too, when they do some of that data, I knew if I'm gonna score pretty good, I'd rather score some points for the, you know, to bring the average up of, you know what I'm saying, home team type shit. So but in general, I used to always wonder that, because they would have black, white, other, Hispanic, Pacific Islander, Asian, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, so now we are in a day and time where, yeah, or even we're now, you know, in that same little thing that'll say male, female, different options. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I never understood that. You know, it's like,
now I could be so now I could be an Asian female.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm gonna be from the. When I start filling out my forms, I'm gonna be an Asian female. How about that?
Okay.
Name the mod.
Ahmad. Ahmad, Slade, Ahmad. Yeah. I don't know. That's just, I guess, yeah. I don't really have a tell them why you mad. I didn't really, wasn't nothing grinding my gears. I mean, that has always kind of, a lot of that shit grinds my gears. And
yeah.
Watch what you say. It's just like, I never.
And the capper to all of this, I didn't even realize it for some weeks there. But all of a sudden, I'm watching the playoffs, and I'm watching the Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm looking at Ja Morant's hair.
All the little colors, all the beautiful colors.
I'm looking at this boy's got a rainbow in the front of his head. So now this boy's got me thinking all kinds of things about him. He's one of the most confused human beings there are. So you do realize, Mr. Morant, that you have these colors in the front of your hair symbolizing something that I hope that you are not. But if that is your preference, whatever, so be it, so forth.
I don't think that's going on with Ja.
Okay, it might not be, but this is my point to our culture in America now. So now you're a straight dude, it's acceptable for you to adopt their culture for yourself and put it in your hair. And you just gonna go ahead and rock it down the street and on the basketball.
But they kind of hijacked though, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I guess when was this? How long has the rainbow been?
Yeah, rainbow's been around for a long part of my life, so they can have it.
Yeah, I think so too. But I was like, but when I was a kid, I never thought of it like that. But nowadays, like if you think, you know,
no. Oh, when you're a kid, a rainbow is a rainbow.
And the only thing I used to think about a rainbow was like the NAACP or like the Rainbow Coalition. I was just thinking about Rainbow Coalition. You know what I mean? Every color.
But like I'm saying, you were a kid at that time. Now you know what it stands for and the meaning of it.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
you know,
been hijacked for sure.
In their culture, so I'm sure that Mr. Morant knows.
Why they choose a rainbow, you think? Because it ain't about.
I guess they feel all the differences should get along, whether we purple, pink, green, purple, gay, white, black, straight. I don't know what the hell they thinking.
Do you know what everything stands for? All the like, you know what I'm saying?
Said the letters did. No, I don't, and I don't care to know, and I don't ever going to investigate it. That's why I said them letters. That's their mess. They can have it. I don't want no part of it.
All right. I was just trying to, be thorough and you're telling why you're mad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I'm thoroughly letting them know why I'm mad, and that's got a lot to do with it. I don't. That's too many letters to even worry about understanding what it is. So they can keep it, like I said.
Word. Well, shit, I don't know. I think we covered all the topics that I had in the notes, man. Went over the basketball, the boxing, etc.
We can even. I mean, I don't know how many of you out there like hockey. We can even squeeze in that next weekend.
Oh yeah, hockey. That's when the hockey finals will be. I don't even know who's playing and none of that.
They're in it right now. So.
Yeah, I know it always is the same as in basketball, but since if the Red Wings ain't in it, I don't even be following it. But yeah. Well, shit, bro. Good show, man. We got our good solid hour in, and it was pretty much on time, and we hit all the bullet points. So if you got any other closing comments, I can take it away.
Do not. So you go ahead and do your thing, wrap it up, and I'll see you people next weekend.
Yeah, well, thanks once again for y'all for pulling up on either channel. It's our little Budz Live Sunday night, little hour of power. We cover the sports topics or whatever else we're trying to branch off. If you got any ideas, drop them in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already. And, thanks you again for hitting that second channel of Mog TV. If you're already on that one, appreciate that one as well. But this has been episode 12 of the Budz Live, powered by Mog TV. So thank y'all once again. It's your boy J Mog signing out. Peace.